Good morning from Mumbai. I flew in 2 days ago and I'm here back in India and absolutely loving it. Now I'm on the lookout for some breakfast, so if you'd like to come join me, you're very welcome. And then after, I want to tell you about my first experience of Mumbai, which was 20 years ago. I haven't been here for 20 years and I have really strong experience of the capital. So I want to share my thoughts on that after breakfast. Annaidli looks nice, looks trendy, but I flag a bit of a problem. We're in a tourist area in Mumbai, so I'm worried that their target market is going to be tourists, which is fine, unless flavor is your main concern. You know, I want to eat where the locals eat. But let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's go take a closer look. So it appears that my fears were unfounded, as there's not a whitey in here, apart from me. And so the target demographic of this is it's not a tourist restaurant, but in fact it's targeting somebody else. It's targeting middle-class Mumbaians, which means, as you can guess, the food's going to be awesome. I can guarantee you. Spoilers. So this is Southern Indian food at its finest. So we've got Dosa Vada and we have a dosa, Takali masala dosa. So let me first show you the vada. These are, if you can imagine, a lentil donut. And this vada is put in a bunch of sauce. There's a curd, there's a mint sauce and a tamarind sauce as well. So the vada's disappeared in all that sauce, but it's crispy and deep fried. The real chaat flavor there with the different sauces all coming together. It's the tamarind and the mint and the curd. So good, so typically Southern Indian and quite a thing to have for breakfast. The vada, though crispy and deep fried on the outside, has a soft semolina mouthfeel in the middle. It's just a carrier of all of that flavor in the sauce. So next up is this Takali masala dosa. Now I've not had a Takali masala dosa before, so it's a little bit new for me. So let's see. So nice and crispy. And it comes with a bunch of sides. It's got Malabar, it's got a coconut chutney, and then it's got these 3 other chutneys on the side. And revealing, underneath you've got this potato masala as well. So Takali means tomato, so it's like a tomato-based dosa. So we'll dip it in some of this. And here we go. Amazing. Dosa in India is amazing. Now once again, the crepe is actually made out of a fermented lentil and maybe rice that's left overnight. It kind of gets the bubbles in it, you know, from the fermentation. And you just use this as your implement. This time I've gone for some of the potato. So flavorful with the masala mix coming through with some cumin and some various spices. There's some chili in there and these little chutneys on the side. Delicious, sweet. Is it capsicum based? I really am guessing. Wow. I'm not sure what the chutneys are. The green one is spicy and herbal, has a bit of a pesto vibe, but maybe not basil, maybe coriander. You can think of it as a distant relative of pesto. Such deep and creamy flavors. Wow. The red one has a sweet coconut flavor, almost like a condensed coconut dessert. So that's my best guesses of those 3 condiments. Are there any Indians out there that can tell me how I went? Did I do good? or bad. As for the Malabar, so fresh tomatoes, onions, garlic, ginger, cumin, coriander, just this saucy side dish for dipping. Also delicious. So to be honest with you, I knew this wasn't a tourist restaurant, but from the outside, you know, it could have been. So I've got to be really careful when I'm selecting these restaurants. The last thing I want to do is walk into a tourist place with those pared down flavors, and you know, that's not why I'm here, right? I'm here for the good stuff, and this stuff is definitely the good stuff. Now, I did come here yesterday, that's why I knew it was good, and I got a Mysore dosa, which was just delicious. Mysore dosa is my favorite type of dosa, I think, and I haven't had one for a very long time. I think last time was 8 years ago, last time I was in India, and you know, I miss them. I really do, because they're unbelievable. Thank you, sir. So what better way to finish breakfast than masala chai? Rich, sweet, and divine. There's no real way around it. When you come to India, you just get addicted to the chai. And I learned how to make them on my last trip here. So it's black tea, cardamom, ginger, sugar, milk. Lots of sugar. And there's really something about it. But you know, in Australia, after learning how to make it, I went back and I was trying very hard to master it, and it just never tasted the same. So I can't do it. It doesn't travel well, I guess, or I don't have the skill. But yeah, there's something about it, and you can get this on the street anywhere, and it always tastes just divine. So I'm going to finish this, and then on the street, I'm going to tell you about my past experience in Mumbai from 20 years ago. See you then. Wow, what a great breakfast. This really is one nation fueled by carbs. So, 20 years ago, me and my mate Matty, hi Matt, we came to India. It was our first overseas backpacking adventure on a shoestring budget. I think I had 7,000 Australian dollars, and that was for a 3-month trip. I remember we flew in and we got here, you know, quite late at night one day, and straight into a taxi towards our cheap hotel. And the taxi driver tried to, you know, scam us straight away. And I remember just straight away being overwhelmed by the amount of people and also the amount of poverty, you know, that we were just passing so many areas of slums and, you know, people lining the streets just to have a bed to sleep. And I found that quite confronting. And stopping in traffic and then just being bombarded with little children coming up to the cars begging for money. We got to our hotel, we didn't have a bathroom, but there was a shared bathroom, and there was this just guy vomiting in there. A local guy, but yeah, just vomiting hard. And me and Maddie, we just locked ourselves away in the room for the next 14, 16 hours, and we just took a breath and acclimatized. I think we were just both so shocked and overwhelmed. And retrospectively, I realized it was culture shock, and it was serious culture shock. It's the only time I've ever felt it. It was an incredible feeling, a very uncomfortable feeling, but yeah, I'm happy I experienced it, I guess, because it was an intense feeling. So yeah, the next day we left the room, went for a walk, and it was pretty full on. You know, we were just like primed for the scams. Like we were just nice young lads from Australia. We were too polite. We were just fair game for the scammers of the city. And the whole thing settled down, and we then started to enjoy ourselves. We found other tourists and we felt less isolated, I guess. And then suddenly we were like these kind of quasi-celebrities. You know, people would come up and take photos. I remember people would like do sneaky photos where they'd just slowly move up beside us until they're sitting next to us. And then suddenly you hear like a snap and then they disappear. They're putting a metro in just here. So this place is really under construction at the moment. but fundamentally, I forgot how beautiful this city was. Like, look at these buildings. You know, this is typical of this area in Fort. There's just these stunning British Raj buildings. Yes, so quite the experience for a young Matt and I, but you know, memorable, life-changing experiences that we'll never forget and we still talk about to this day. So definitely worth all of the pain that it might have caused us. Sorry about the noise, but you're gonna have to get used to it because India is a noisy place. A noisy, noisy place. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go hit the gym now. So have a good day and I'll see you next time.